Hello everyone. So here we are back again. So just a second for few settings. So I hope so it's visible. Now we will start with our sessions today. So we are leveling up our questions. So just a second, just checking the setup. So we have some different kinds of questions for this time. Let's give a try to these questions. Power of a closures: create a counter, write a function, create counter initial value that accept a string as an integer. It should return an object with the three methods that let you manipulate and read the internal value. Okay, so we have to create an increment, increase the value 1 and return it. Decrement, decrease the value by 1 and return it. Reset, set the value back to initial value. Okay, like this different types of method we are having. So what this teaches, how inner functions maintain access to their outer lexical scope even after the outer function has finished executing. Okay, so we have been given a template also. Okay, let's give a try. Okay, it's a little level up thing. Okay, just a second. So let's create a function, fincdim function, and which function is name is create counter. Okay, initial value iv it's a short form. What we do is okay, let's see the outcome first, how it's working. Just a second. Just a second, coming up. And here we are back again. Just give me a few minutes. Okay, actually my fan has some issue, it didn't got started. I have to kick every time. So just wait, see you a second, I'm coming. Okay. So yeah, back again. So let's start. So question is this. Just having a manual setup. The rain has not come properly. Let's see. Okay, is there something? No, there is nothing. Okay, we got an IVF. Okay, so here we have to create something. Let we create a counter. Okay, so like this, if we have an increment, so it will be increment, and if we have a decrement, then it will have, let's see, initial value. What is seen is here test cases, you can see counter, and we have created a counter. Okay, so we will be printing ourselves only on the function itself. So it's create counter. Okay, 5. So if we increment, then it will be automatically increment 1. If it resets, so it will be resetting the value. It is decrement, so it will be decrement. Okay, so let's create OG value. We have a OG value in which we will be storing IV. Okay, after that if okay, how we will be going to create dot increment the method? I think it's a oops concept. How to create it? Let me think about it. If we will be creating dot increment, we are having this, right? This dot it's having a glimpse of a basic oops basic oops in oops concept in JS. Let's have a glimpse of it before writing a code. So okay, we have a counter object like this. Constructor, we will be using constructor. Okay, this dot username equals to username, login functions. Okay, so let's like this, constructor, okay, class and constructor. What we have done, create function. Okay, here we have to create. It's a little complicated, but let me think about it, how we can do it. This is okay. In the oops concept we are using like this. Okay, how we can create inside a function, right? How can we create a method inside a function in JS? Let's see. In a JavaScript, technically functions belongs to an object depending on what call you try to achieve. Three primary ways to create an explosive inner function method. Okay. Okay. So closures. We are using the closures. I think a question has already given a closures. Okay. So how does closures? So either we can create this using the closures, or we can go through with the oops concept. For now we will be using the closures. Okay, so okay, this is an thing that we want to do. Actually this is the same question. Okay, so let's refer this returning increment. Okay, increment is this, so how it's called increment. Okay, so what it will be do, anonymous function, and it will be count plus plus. So count is a variable, private variable. Okay, so initial value is here and count will be initial value, and it will be return console.log. Okay, so let's try this. Let count equals to iv. We will be giving them the iv value. Okay, so this is the closures will be return function, not functions, we have an increment, right? Increment, let's see, increment. Okay, increments, and we are having like this. Okay, right, increment functions. Okay, increment is an object. Let's decode this. Okay, decrement is a shorthand syntax. Okay, this is an object, whole object, right? And the object, it has an key and it's a value. Okay, so we will return an object. Yeah, we return an object. Here increment is a key, increment is a key here. Okay, and in that we have storing a value of a function. So just for understanding, right, this is a key and this is a value, and here we are passing object, we are returning an object, right? So okay, in this form we are solving the closure things. So we have a increment operator, and from here we can see the outside value but not inside. Okay, so it will be count plus plus and console.log count value. So let's just check how it's working. Okay, create counter equals to 5 and we will be doing create counter dot increment. Let's see what it's come. Okay, it's not a function. Why it is so? Okay, but in here we can see that this is how they are calling. Okay, so just const counter equals, oh, it's like something object oriented only, but it's a little different because we are calling this, so it has a counter, and counter will be use this return statement, and here it has an object. So overall counter, so create counter we are calling, so in here it will be return an object, right? So and this object we are storing in this counter, and object dot increment, which means this object dot increment, which means this key we are using. So yeah, now it will be working fine. 6, yeah. Similarly, like if it has one key and object, so see, key value, another key, before that we put comma, decrement, okay. So finally I got the this object, sorry, not object oriented, that is a closures things. So now we will got a count decrement, so we will be minus minus, so it will be just change inside this object only, not affecting the actual value. So this also, it's not affecting the actual value because it's became now private value. So we are decrement and console dot log count. Also if it reset, then we will be, and this is a fat arrow functions. Okay, this is a fat arrow functions. Either you can use write this, if you don't understand you can write this also. Function, anonymous function, this we call the anonymous function, okay, without naming. So now we will be reset count equals to iv. Okay, no, we don't have to iv because it is a private variable, so we are directly accessing this, and console.log count. Okay, let's see first 6, then we will be counter dot reset, so then 6, okay, again 6. Okay, something is okay, just a second. Oh, so this is the thing, so let's start count. Okay, so what's the issue is, if we store the iv, then it's 5. Okay, okay, actually it's affecting. It's a little bit strange. Okay, let's understand a little deeply. And else we got a counter dot decrement, so now you can see it will be reset and it will be 4. Yeah, now it's working properly. Just I want to know, if you know, mention in the comment section, why does this reset need I equals to iv. It doesn't change this value, it's changing this value. Okay, so let's see decrement log. Okay, increment, as we return this is the correct thing. I just want to ask it why it need, why this solution need in the reset part it need count equals to iv, but the variable, but the count is private, right? private, right? Then it should be working in count only. So let's understand how it's reset method works perfectly because of JavaScript feature closures. Even the count is a private variable, your reset function was created inside the counter. It's reset the permanent exclusive access of both count and initial argument iv. Why the count is accessible? Okay, okay. I think it doesn't understand this thing. Why doesn't this work? Why doesn't this reset works here? The reset method does not work here version because you are only stating the variable name count, but you are not assigning a new value to it. In the JavaScript, writing a variable itself like count does not absolutely nothing change its value. Okay, breakdown of bug, increasing count from 5 to 6. It's been 6. Reset code looks like counter at a line count values C6, but because there is a no assignment operator, it moves to the next line without changing anything. Okay, I got it. And so it functions count, reads the value console.log, changes backs to value. Okay, it's just reading the value, not changing. Okay, so yeah, we got confirmation, understanding. So here we are putting iv, and now you can see 654 as it is. Okay, let's move to next function, next question. So this is the thing that we learn about the closures, that how closures work. Actually, it's returning an object. In that we are creating a method which is none other than just increment key and value. So this is increment is a key and there's a value, it's a function like this. So we understand the closures thing. Let's move forward with the functions argument. The multiplier, curring, write a functions multiply. Okay, that can be involve sequentially with two separate single argument to return their products. For example, calling multiply should return 6. What this techniques? Curring functions, returning another functions, and managing the arguments. Okay, so okay, we are calling like this, multiply 4 comma 5, okay, equals to 3. Let's see. We have asked to write a functions. Okay, functin functions multiply. In that we got a. Okay, and how we are calling to it? So we are supposed to call like this, multiply 4, okay, comma 5. Okay, these are the level of things that we have to practice. It's not just a code. Okay, so let's just understand what it's called. Can be invoked sequentially with the two separate single argument to return their products. Okay, invoked sequentially with the two separate single argument. Okay, return to their products from calling itself. It's a little confusing. We have created a functions multiply a. Okay, now we are taking. Okay, so here also the closures will be coming, I think so. So a return, but how it works? Curring functions, returning another functions. Okay, return another functions and managing cross argument. Okay, so we got a hint here. Will we return another function? Okay, okay, it's a return of functions where it's what's a b, and we got, so we are accessing this a and this b. Return a into b. Let's check. Okay, is this okay? This is working. Actually, we just follow the things, but didn't understand what the scope was. What does this call? A function is returning a function. I think this also have a little related to the closures. Curring functions, returning another functions and managing arguments cross different words. Yeah, because we are passing this and this will be passing on this thing return. Check this. Let's ask the AI only. Check this and explain what does we have done here and why it's working like this. Explain in short few sentences. We don't want to raw things like this. Let's understand. What we have done, the code is a functional programming technique called curring, okay, which is powered by a closures. Yeah, I was right, it was related to a closure something. Instead of taking a two argument at once, multiply functions and b returns a brand new inner functions. It will return inner functions. First sentence calls. Okay. But why we need this and where it's using? Explain in few sentences the use case. Okay, this is a form of a curring and it's just like closures only. This pattern curring, configure the reuse functions with the locked in settings. We don't have to pass the same arguments over and over. In a real world case, reusability utility helpers, you can create a master multiplier and reuse it to build a specific double or triple calculator. Okay, double. A is a permanent locked. 2. Okay. API URL builder. Okay, so connect to my API base URL endpoint. So it's a base URL. Connect to my example. So user. Okay. /user/order. My site API. User URL order. Okay. Oh, this is some little advanced stuff that we have been checking out. So like this we can call thing base point and endpoint. Base URL is this and endpoint will be changing. Yeah, so my base URL is example.com and /users/orders will be changing. Okay, so we have learned little new things. Let's move forward with the next questions. Reset and spread, rest and sorry every time this happen I'm reading something else only. Rest and spread, combine the filter argument, write a functions filter number. Okay, let's move with the questions only step by step. What we have been told, that write a functions filter numbers. Okay, in that we have a two argument, limit, minimum limit, comma. So here we are using the spread operator. So nums, we short form using nums. Okay, it takes a threshold number minimum limit as a first argument. Okay, followed by a number of additional argument. Okay, then the function should filter out any non-number types and return an array of numbers and strictly greater than minimum limit. Okay, so we have to return the numbers array of a number which is greater than minimum limit. Okay, so let's see what is here test case. So here we are test cases. Okay, so filter numbers equals to 10 comma 5 comma 20 comma apple. What is this? Okay, got it. Just got confusion. let's say 15, let's common null. Okay, so this all the things are we having, should returns the 10 15. Okay, okay, so our minimum number is this 10 and rest all are nums, so we have to return. Okay, so this okay, rest parameters. So here the it's not working as a spread operator, it's working as a rest parameter, which means rest all will be collected inside this nums. Okay, so what we will do is we have to check the type also. Okay, so let array of num equals to, we have a nums as an array, right? So nums dot filter. Okay, we have two things. First is return only, return what we can do is return first of all is item. First of all, item, the item should be type of item equals to, type of item equals to, type of item equals to what, number, and so this is a one condition, value 1 and true, and second conditions will be item should greater than what is greater, strictly greater than min limit. Okay, greater than min limit. Okay, so if those both condition is satisfied, then it will be returned, and we will be return array of num. So how it will be printing? Okay, so return console.log. Okay, oh, number is not defined, so we okay, yeah. So let's just we have solved it properly as per this required, but just let's see the little optimized version also. Is this properly correct? So we will be asked check this solution and see, does it fit properly or needs to be optimized or changes, modification. Let's ask them only. So this is the questions. Okay, so just we are giving a question also, so here we able to know does our solution is properly or not. So not the console, return the array, not the console.log. The bug prompt explicitly asks the functions to return an array. Current your code return. Okay, this is a mistake. Okay, let's see. Now directly move console outside the function. Okay, other than this optimization, you can remove the curly braces. What does here curly braces? Okay, yeah, directly without this we can, yeah, like this thing. Filter item. Okay, type of item equals number and the 8 resume. Yeah, this is a little more, which is why it's a better. Okay, so which means our solution is correct. Let's move with the next question. Okay, so these are the 3 questions. Okay, let's ask him to give more questions. Give me little more, some more questions, just like this, which helps me to increase my knowledge, my skills. Yeah. So function composition pipe. Write a function pipe in that. Okay, now we will be having a function rest parameter. Okay, this is a new something. Okay, that takes an indefinite numbers of a function as an argument. It should return a single new functions when this new function is called with a value. It should pass the value should through all the given functions sequentially from left to right. What this teaches? Okay, functional composition, passing function as argument and combining argument as a, oh, I think this is leveling up thing. I have to practice more. Test cases. Const add x plus 2. Wait, what does this mean? I have never seen the question like this. Never, I will never practice like this question. Write a function pipe. Okay, function takes an indefinite number of a function as an argument. It should return a single function when this new function is called with a value. It should passes the value through all the given functions sequentially from left to right. Left to right, okay, which means const add equals to 2. So x plus 2. If multiply by 3, then x multiply by 3. Const evaluates pipe add. Let's start. We have a basic given code is a pipe, okay, and in that we have a given of functions. Okay, so this is the boiler code that we have been given, and first test case is const add 2 equals to x. I didn't get it. How to solve this? This is the test cases. X plus 2. We have given what? Let's read of write a function that takes an indefinite number of function as argument. Okay, this means indefinite functions. Any number of functions we can get. Okay, this is actually, let's see. Const multiply 3 equals to, okay, x, and it's arrow functions which is returning x into 3. Okay, const evaluate equals to pipe add 2. Okay, actually you can see this is a function, fat arrow function, which is exclusively returning the things x equals to, which is the x will be value, but x value is not here. Okay, add 3 comma multiply 3. Okay, now this thing is called here, and we got two functions. So here if we see console.log functions, I think we got an array of functions. Evaluate 5. You can see we got a function pipe add 3 is not defined. Add 2. Okay, add 2 is there. So you will be seeing we have a two functions, right? This evaluate is not a function. Evaluate is not a function. Evaluate is actually a function because it will return something, right? So it's a return something. Let's return a function only here. Okay, so yeah, now it's perfectly working. So let's now understand what are this. What function is called undefined numerator of a function as an argument. So we got a function. So this is an array of functions. Okay, now in the array we have two functions, add and multiply two. Okay, it should return a single function, okay, which will be evaluate the value and giving a 21. So which means here 2 and here 3. Okay, it's a little complicated, but let's see, give a try to solve it. Okay, how it's 5 plus 2, 7. 7 into 3. Okay, evaluate 5. Evaluate 5. Okay, evaluate 5 means this 5 value is given into the x. See, it's a mathematical thing, something has happened here, which means in this both of the thing we have x plus 2 and x plus 3. So what we have done, x plus 2, and after that we will multiply by 3. Okay, so this is something like a mathematical problem, and which means x equals to 5. So first we have done x 5 plus 2, 7, 7, and 7 multiplied by 3 is 21. Okay, which means 7 and 7 is multiplied by 3, which means 21. Okay, so like this the whole question has been solved here. So let's give a try and see how we can solve this. Okay, let's see. We got a function, and we got an evaluate value. Okay, evaluate value means value for x. In the x we will have two functions, right? How we can solve these two functions? Console.log, can we call that function? Console.log function dot add to. Does it work? Okay, just a second. This is a undefined. Okay, functions dot add to. Does this work? Add to is not a function. This function is an array, right? Let's see. FNC functions dot let's write a follow. Not follow. FNC functions dot for each, and let's see the a console.log a. What's this? A. Okay, for now we have to comment it out, this thing, for understanding this. For each. Okay, this means for each. What's the issue here? Okay, just talk about yeah, this is a for each. Why doesn't it work? Let's go with the normal loop only. I equals to 0, I less than functions dot length I plus plus, and let's see, console.log functions of I. Okay, but how to call this? Functions dot I, and let's call this nan. Okay, it's working. what just return something. None. Evaluate is a function, so for now it's returning. Let's okay, so we got a 2 nan. Okay, not an number, not an number, in which we are passing the evaluate thing. Evaluate is a 5. Okay, so let's call him a x. X is not defined. Okay, it's a little bit complicated. Let's try this. What we have called, we got a function, right? Array of functions, but how we can call that functions? Functions, we are having a functions, right? So like this we are having a functions and we can access them. So got it. Let's remove them. Okay, so I got a functions, in that I got a x value. So not console.log. First of all I want to see the x value. Okay, the x value is 5, which means evaluate value has been come. Now we have to just do the thing is functions of 0 comma let's try with the evaluate x. What we got is a 5. Return. No, it's not working. If we like this, we can check the console.log also, right? Let's console.log and this thing. So I think we should got 7 first of all, because it's 0 the 7. Yeah, we got a 7, so which means okay, so we have coming to some real stuff. Actually now we can see this 7 it gets to add, but now we have to evaluate, which means it will should return all of the thing, right? So how we can return the value from this to this, and exactly we get this. So after getting, it will be return, okay, return x, return function 0, which means add 2, add 2. In the add 2 functions is return, which means it will be return here 7, and it will need to return return function, it's a 5 is a 15. If 15 plus 5 to 7, 15 plus 7 is 22. It's I think kind of error we will see. Let's try what we got. Oh no, I think okay, got it. No, it's not working like this. See, we got nearly value return like something this. Okay, you can see here the values is like 7 and kind of 20 to 15. Okay, we got this, but we need to solve and evaluate to get a 21 here. So how can we can do it this? We got x and return, in that we are having a both functions, right? Okay, so we are having a functions dot map, functions dot map, In that map got a I function. I functions will return something, right? Return I is returning, see, I will be return x. In that return x I function is having functions which is called add to. And add to we are giving I function we have been called, and there we not 5 we have put in the x. So in that x has been gone. Okay, so now after x is gone to here, so x plus 2, which means 5 plus 2 7 will become and stored. Okay, so here I think again a return statement will be calling. Let's see what does this. No, let ans equals to functions. Okay, and at the finally we will call the ans console order of ans. Okay, so let's see how it's working. Okay, we got 7 plus. Okay, that was the issue. We got 7 plus 15, but we don't want like that. We want 5 plus 2 7. We got 21, not 22. In that we are getting a 22 thing. Okay, return function. We got the answer of 2 and 25. Let's try. Let ans equals to, we got this. After this we will be return ans. So we got nothing. Okay, something is wrong we are performing. See, we got x, and now we want we have a loop. I think here reduce will be working. Reduce, let's give a try. And rather than returning, we will be console.log only for now, for understanding what's happening here. Reduce, in this we got previous, we got current. In the current we will be asked your current and functions. Okay, and okay, we got something called solar law. 15 is coming, which means this is the wrong thing that we are performing. See, the thing is evaluate 5 is come here. Okay, so now we are just need to call the both of the functions. Okay, so we are having a functions as an array. This is an array. Okay, so array dot map, let's say use the map only, and we got a I function, right? We got a I function, which means we have the value of a, okay, and now we are calling okay, let's return that I function with the x. Okay, and what we can do is here, we got x. Okay, x, first of all we got 7, right? After that 7 we will getting the 15, right? But I don't want to get like this. can do is I need that 7 needs to go in the multiply 3, so okay, what we can do is here now. Let's see what we got here. Uh-huh. It's not like this. We are getting 7 and 15, but no, this is not the thing that we should get. Mm, mm, let's see the questions. It should return a single new function, which new function is called with the value. It should pass through the value all the given functions sequentially from left to right. Left to right. Okay, the first of all 7. Okay. We are getting 7 and 5, right? So how when this new function is called, okay, this function is called with a value. Here we have been called a new functions, right? See, here we called a new functions with a value of x. It should pass all the values to the given functions sequentially from left to right, and left to right, which means left, right. We are using a map and returning this thing. Okay, so if we don't return thing, what will happen? It's got undefined because it doesn't have a return value. Functions calling, if we go to double x and return no, what will having there? It's not like this. I just got confusion because okay, let's take a help of AI because it's too late. What where does we think wrong wrong in this solution, and why so it? Let's ask him. The core issue with the solution is map executes functions parallelly using the same initial input, whereas a pipeline must execute functions series one after another. Okay, if we, rather than using a map, if we use a for loop, let I equals to 0, I less than functions dot length I plus plus. Okay, so functions of I has been called by x, then what should be the answer? And let ans equals to 0 and ans equals to plus equals to, so what should it return? I don't want a 22, actually I want let's see 15. No, it should return 21. Then what is the issue? Let's give this solution also to him. But what was it? Okay, yeah, we thought reduce, we used the previous time also. Okay, we didn't see the full solution, but we see the highlighted version. So let's try with the reduce. See, Okay, functions dot radius. Here we got past and current. Okay, so which means we are having a current functions dot current is a function and which we call the x. Okay, let ans equals to this, initial value is a 0, console.log ans. Why it's undefined? So if we see, c will be having a current function 1. Function 1 is called and pass a value. Okay, sorry, forgot to the return 15. Then how it's suppose, see, the same exact what we done the function. Okay, this is a call acc. Okay, here don't have to pass the acc, return the p, and okay, start value is the x. Oh, okay, got it. And this answer has been returned. Okay, so yeah, we are so close to solve this problem. What happened? Okay, we have to return this function only because here it's got extended. Okay, answer we have not console.log. We are so close to solve this question. Yeah, so finally we solved this question. So we are also using the reduce functions, but we have wrongly, because initial value we are giving the 0, so we have to give the initial value is a x evaluate value. So this evaluate value gone to here, and from here to it's gone to the reduce initial value, and the initial value is taken as a phi. So previous value is here, so we are giving the previous value to the functions. So what happened is here is c, which means add. C is the add function, so the previous value is phi, previous value. Okay, so what is the previous value containing? See, this is the previous value, initial value is a phi, which means previous value contains phi, so we got add, and x value is phi, so 5 plus 2 7, we got a return in 7. 7 is the previous value, then it called to the multiply 7 into 3, and this 7 into 3 will multiply return and return this thing. So by the multiply 7 is a 21, so 21 is returning here this x values, and and this x value is returned to the evaluate finally, which means 7 into 3 is 21. This was the most complex thing that I have done today. Okay, so the time is so high, so we'll meet in the next session. So if you want to practice with us, let me know in the comment sections. We will love to see your questions too. So if you have some questions which we can solve together, let me know in the comment section or in the post that we have a community section. You can comment that. Love to see you, and subscribe and share our channel. Bye bye. Radhe Radhe.